What is buy and hold investing? A buy and hold investing strategy is a passive, long-term approach to investing with minimal trading. You buy and hold assets for a long period of time, regardless of fluctuations in the market. Index investing is the most common form of passive buy and hold investing, where investors hold a broad market index such as the Vanguard FTSE Global All Cap Index Fund. Passive index investing is cheaper, less complex, and often produces superior results compared to actively managed portfolios. With passive buy and hold investing, you don't worry about stock market crashes or rallies. Long-term passive index investors don't worry about short-term volatility. There is no need to time the market, pick winning companies, or convince yourself that you have special powers to beat other investors, especially since the vast army of superbly equipped professionals cannot reliably outperform either. Buy and hold, do nothing and win. While active investors will tell you it's possible to time the market and make a killing by playing stocks, the data seems to show otherwise. Fidelity conducted an internal study, a performance review of accounts between 2003 and 2013 to find which accounts did the best. They found that the best performing accounts were investors who were dead. In second place were investors who had forgotten they had accounts at Fidelity. Buy and hold investing is probably the easiest and safest bet for all investors. A common mantra in investing is, time in the market, not timing the market. In other words, the best way to make money is to get in and stay invested in the market for the long term and take advantage of compound interest. Jumping in and out of the market and trying to time ups and downs rarely works out well. Buy and hold, set and forget. But our psychological makeup works against us. Our natural instincts towards fear and greed and FOMO negatively impacts results when we are active investors. We are mentally wired to buy when equities are high, and to sell when they fall. This is intuitive, but it is wrong. Fear of loss is greater than pleasure from gains. And if you sell when equities fall, you are locking in a loss. If you then wait for equities to rise before getting back in, you are locking in another loss. This is how most investors operate, timing the market. It is hardwired into our human DNA. If the price of a laptop or car is offered on sale at half price, we would rush to buy. But, if the stock market crashes by 50%, the majority of investors rush to sell in fear rather than to buy at this discount price. Buy and hold investing is for the long term 10, 20, 30 years. If you have a long time frame and are investing in your equity portfolio every month, would you stop the direct debit if the market crashes overnight? No. The stock market will bounce back and you are in the fantastic position of continuing to buy when it is on sale. Volatility and risk disappear if you look over the long term. Investing in globally diverse, low-cost index funds is for the long-term growth of your wealth. Have you got FOMO? Don't get seduced by the fear of missing out. The financial press is screaming in your ear, everybody is making money buying, insert the latest craze, Bitcoin, meme stock, etc. Don't miss out. By the time you are reading about this, the top of the craze has usually been reached and is about to crash. In the next instance, the financial press is shouting, a crash is coming, get out now while you can, creating FOHO, fear of holding on. HODL, YOLO, these are the cries of the speculators, the gamblers, and the pump and dump merchants. Social media can reach millions of people and affect the way they view the world. If you show an interest and a viewpoint in a certain direction, you've probably noticed how quickly your social media streams fill up with more communications backing up this view. This can be used by unscrupulous speculators to get you to HODL, hold on for dear life, or YOLO, you only live once, whilst they pump up the price of an asset before selling at the top, leaving those that have fallen prey to their messages nursing big losses. Asset allocation and portfolio diversification. If you are fearful and couldn't stomach a 30% fall in your equity portfolio, this is when diversification with an allocation in bonds will help calm the nerves. History tells us that equity provides the highest return over time and is the best asset to use for wealth accumulation. Equity also has a high level of volatility, so if you are fearful and couldn't stomach a 30% fall in your equity portfolio, this is when an allocation in less volatile bonds will help calm the nerves. Portfolio diversification trims peaks and valleys for a smoother ride and is the best defense against uncertainty and fear of loss. Generally speaking, the shorter your time horizon, the more important diversification becomes. Have a financial plan. Trying harder and doing more typically leads to better results in many aspects of your life. Study harder and you can get better grades. Put in more practice and you can improve at sports. Go to the gym on a regular basis and you can transform your body. Investing doesn't necessarily work like this. When the markets go haywire, often the harder you try and the more you do, the worse your results. It's counterintuitive but true, and doing more is often even more damaging when it's done at the worst possible times. This is where having a financial plan plays such an important role. People with a financial plan tend to act in accordance with that plan. The plan guides their investment principles and hence portfolio construction. If the plan doesn't change, the portfolio doesn't change. People without a plan react to events or, via FOMO, chase past performance. Not only is this a ghastly way to live, imagine checking your portfolio positions every few minutes, every hour of every day, but it's also a surefire way to destroy your wealth. Most investors eventually conclude that complexity only offers the illusion of sophistication and they're actually better off keeping things simple. There is a mountain of evidence showing that passive investing is a superior strategy compared to believing that the latest hot fund manager or investment will smash the market. Use low-cost, global index trackers to reap the market returns and get rich slowly. It's as simple as investing gets. You can get by with just one low-cost global index fund of equity and bonds balanced according to your risk profile. You can find out more about investing in low-cost global index funds at gradragstoriches.co.uk, the #1 personal finance blog for graduates, showing you how to save and invest your way to wealth.